are unbeaten 12-0. They're going to climb up India. The Zags have to do what to win?
Yeah, Gonzaga's just got to be strong because the Sun Devils, they bring high energy, just tough, gritty defense. They're top in the nation in several defensive categories. And I'm telling you what, you got to come out strong. In the flip side, though, they are coming off not so much of a rest, playing Oregon State in overtime 2 days ago.
Yeah, one bucket victory there, but they did remain unbeaten. Starting lineups: Betancourt, Turner, Okuso, Smith, and Whitaker for Gonzaga. You've got Elliott, their leading scorer, at 15.3 a game. Washenitz, Poa, Kaihara, Tamaya, and Davenport. Actually, just Davenport, the starting five for Arizona State. As we said, this is a team that likes to force turnovers. They'll turn it over themselves. Gonzaga at better than 17 turnovers a game. They just have to control the tempo, control the ball.
Yeah, Gonzaga can't get sped up by this Sun Devil team. They're very handsy. They'll look to trap. They're going to pick you up full court. I mean, they are going to be up in your face for 40 minutes.
That's their head coach, Molly Miller, in her first season. Of course, Lisa Fortier in her 12th season for Gonzaga, the head coach of the Zags. They are at center court. And we are underway at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Gonzaga and Arizona State, the Sun Devils unbeaten. The Zags will look for their 7th victory of the season, coming off 3 consecutive wins. There's Okuso keeping the ball in play. 11 to shoot, trying to get it down low. They skip to the corner. Turner now trying to get it to Whitaker, but they're denying the ball. 3 to shoot. Smith inside, dumps it down, the catch. Got it off in time, I think. They do. And Whitaker with their first bucket.
Well, talk about patience. It looked like the Sun Devils had them, but they kept with it, and a great little dump down low.
And so now Arizona State, this isn't a team that shoots the ball well. Their best three-point shooter, McKenna Bracken's injured, will not play tonight. The miss, Okuso the rebound. Here comes Gonzaga, Betancourt. And almost the takeaway there. Deflection goes out of bounds off the hands of Marley Washenitz.
And you can see you can't have any soft, slow passes, or you can't telegraph any passes because Arizona State are shooting those lanes. They're anticipating those types of passes.
Allie Turner, one of the best three-point shooters you'll ever see, skip to the corner. Betancourt. 10 to shoot now for Gonzaga. Ball not really moving on this possession. Turner trying to create space. Whitaker can fire it from downtown. That's too hard. Rebound cleared by number 11, Marley Washenitz. And here come the Sun Devils.
So really important, you can see on those misses, Gonzaga has to transition back really quickly because Arizona State in the open court is very dangerous.
And Marley Washenitz from the deep corner. And Arizona State with a 3-2 lead. Whitaker can't catch it in transition. Gonzaga's first turnover. It goes back to the Sun Devils. It's a tough pass. But Whitaker can do it. She runs the floor really well.
She can, yeah. Just a little bit of a fumble, but those are the type of plays that you don't want to give up. You want to execute on.
Here's Elliott at 15 points a game, an aggressive offensive player. Betancourt will be tasked with trying to slow her down here tonight. Kaihara picked up her dribble. Whitaker right up into her. 6 to shoot. Elliott, step back jumper, and foul called on Betancourt. And Elliott will shoot 2.
And I thought that was a nice job by Inesh there, Betancourt, to force Elliott into a fading little jumper there, but you can't bail her out and send her to the free throw line.
Can't foul her. You put her in a position to take a tough shot.
Yeah.
Live with the result.
Right.
Elliott, a graduate player out of Detroit, Michigan. 5'10".
You know, you talk about Elliott, she's the averaging 15 points, a little over 15 points a game, but she also brings it defensively as well. She's had several monster games with large steals, And there's only been 2 games where she hasn't scored in double points.
She 1 of 2 from the line there. And now Allie Turner bounced to Betancourt. Akuso steps back, 3 on the way off. And back come the Sun Devils now, up by a bucket. Washenitz to the post. Elliott backed out of there, left the jump shot short.
And Gonzaga doing a nice job of just corralling those rebounds, not giving second opportunities.
Betancourt from the corner, that's long. And now the Sun Devils in transition. Elliott hunting a shot, has it poked away, and it remains with Arizona State.
And that's tough because Gonzaga finally, gets Elliott to fumble the ball, but it just goes off one of their foot.
This Arizona State team is 4-0 also on the road at Oregon State, at Penn State, at Santa Clara, at San Diego with victories. So 3 victories against West Coast Conference teams on the road. Trying to pick up their 4th of the season. Here's the post pass, and Smith can't get to it. So another turnover for Gonzaga, their 2nd. Whitaker, great job defensively to turn away Poa. And now Turner hunted from behind. The catch, easy 2.
That was great heads up by Turner. Washenitz was trying to run her down, but stayed composed. Nice job by Smith running the lane. And Washenitz, that is 2 now. She's only made 12 on the season.
Yeah, 26% shooter, but that shot coming off her hand looks a lot better than that percentage. She's off to a hot start. Gonzaga's going to have to close out on her. 14 to shoot. Whitaker with the cut. And now Turner with a reset. Allie looking for her first field goal. Bounce, Smith, turnaround, jump shot, good. Taylor Smith, the graduate from Pocatello.
Man, if you can get Taylor Smith going, get scoring and produce a little bit, that's going to take some, oh, what a tough shot. But that'll take some pressure off Whitaker and Turner.
Eloisa Kaihera from Brazil, 6'2" sophomore.
Kaihera, she's physical. You gotta like that she picks her eyes up, locates that rim, plays through the contact.
Averages 9.8 points a game. You can tell she'll add some strength to their interior on both ends of the floor. She'll hit the free throw and then head to the bench. And she is replaced by Martina Fontini, number 7. She's from Florence. I wonder what the food is like in Tempe compared to Florence. And Gonzaga has McKinley Dolan on the floor, number 22, along with Taryn Gardner. And Gonzaga now hanging in there. It's 10-8.
Yeah, another great look by Smith. She's 3 for 3. Just taking what's given to her.
Deflection inside by Gardner. Should be off of Gonzaga. It is. Arizona State basketball.
Yeah, you can just see her just pop into the elbow. Nice job. The transfer from Weber State, where she ranks 7th in Big Sky scoring.
And the turnover. Gardner now leads the break. And another turnover. Turnover number 3 for Gonzaga. 4:53 to play in this opening quarter in Spokane. Arizona State 10, Gonzaga 8. Well, tonight's keys to the game brought to you by Northern Quest Resort and Casino. Earn your bragging rights at Northern Quest with more slot machines, table games, restaurants, lounges, and luxury hotel rooms than anyone else in the region. Northern Quest, yes, the best. More at northernquest.com. Partner?
Well, if you're Gonzaga, you got to stay composed against ASU's pressure. ASU is 39th in the nation in forced turnovers at 21.5. Got to take care of the rock and then defend the paint. And I think you've seen that in this first few minutes. Gonzaga has really been inside and protecting that. You just don't want to give those easy looks to Arizona State.
And Taylor Smith off to a good start for Gonzaga. 3 for 3 from the floor already with 6. She has scored 6 of the 8 points. And let's go to A.J. Howell now. Hi, A.J.
Hey, Greg. Taylor Smith, as you were just talking about, one of the newer faces on the Gonzaga roster. They have a lot of those, and head coach Lisa Fortier has said, you know, a lot of the teams that they're facing are not in that situation. They returned a lot of players, which is obviously a challenge when you're trying to build chemistry. That's not the case with Arizona State. They have 10 new players, and of course, that partly being because of the new coaching staff, but she said, you know what, they clearly had no trouble getting to know each other because they're doing pretty well with their historic start. There are also a couple connections between these two teams. Julia Wilson with the Zags playing AAU back in the day with the Maya Williams, and there's a couple connections like that. Just cool to see that, you know what, they might be getting to know their teammates, but they may already know the people across from them on the court. Greg.
Thanks, AJ. A lot of work she just did in
Yeah.
that. It's like trying to write it all down. I ran out of paper. Thanks, AJ. But, you know, look, they were picked to finish 11th in the Big 12. We researched that prior to the game, and they're off to a 12-0 start. So we don't really know how good they are yet. But they might be better than that picked 11th.
Yeah, I think so. And I think it just speaks to Coach Miller and just bringing all those newcomers together. I mean, when you have that many new faces and you're 12-0, I mean, that's still really impressive.
Yeah, it says that you've got a team that gelled very quickly. So Taylor Smith now with her first rebound to go along with those 6 points, cleared that miss from Gabby Elliott. 12 to shoot for Gonzaga. Smith with the ball down. Here's Dolan as it poked away. The race on for the ball. And out of there with it is Kaihara, but shot isn't converted. Back comes GU Betancourt. And an offensive foul away from the ball, and that is on number 20, Taylor Smith.
Smith pleading her case a little bit here.
They never changed the call,
no.
though.
I know, but
You
maybe
can plead all you want.
You know what, though? Maybe just get some eyes on it and moving forward.
Yeah, you're trying
just building relations.
Yeah. Jaden Hale, number 23, in for Taylor Smith. And so is number 3, Julia Wilson.
So Gonzaga coming out in their 1-2-2, bringing back a little pressure against Arizona State.
Jaya Lovett. Step back 3, that's too hard. Loose ball, Whitaker snagged it and then lost the grip.
Boy, man, she was going after that too.
She's really good.
Yeah,
she's next level, like really good.
Yeah, I've been waiting to watch her play for a long time. It seems like forever, and she just is so composed for a redshirt freshman.
Marley Washenitz is really good too. She's got 3 jump shots now, 3 of 4, 8 points. And the turnover. Turnover number 6 on Gonzaga already, 2:44 to go in the first. You project that out, that's a lot of turnovers.
It is, and coming out of that last break, Arizona State, you could see them just step up their defense another notch.
Washington skipped to the corner. Poa, love it. Fake the pass, connect from the top of the key for 3. 7-point Arizona State lead, their largest of this first quarter. And now Turner not looking to shoot. Gardner. Whitaker trying to feed the post. Lauren takes the ball to the rim.
Ooh, some
Kinda
fancy
fake,
dribbling there.
like she was waiting for Wilson to come set the screen, and she just blew by the defender. And that's her second bucket. 15-10. Of course, Gonzaga can't win if Lauren Whitaker doesn't have a big night. She's key.
Yeah, you got to get her involved and keep her involved.
Poa, 4 to shoot. She'll drive. Too hard. Whitaker clears the miss. Gonzaga looking for transition. Turner up the floor. Wilson behind the back, taken away by Lovett. She was a step ahead that time. Whitaker got back defensively, and Lovett scored anyways. 17-10.
And you're looking at those turnovers now, 8 turnovers, which has resulted in 8 points for Arizona State. That's how quickly they can get this turning.
That's from the corner. That was just a 2 from Hale, and a foul on the rebound with 1:12 to play in this first quarter. So the last 3 or 4 minutes, we've seen what we expected from Arizona State. They'll get up and down this floor, and they will try to create havoc. They've already created 8 turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a surprise. This is exactly what we've seen from Arizona State this year, and we know that Gonzaga's had issues with controlling the ball, and they've got to tighten things up.
And a foul called on the inbound pass on Arizona State. That last foul was on Kaihara. It's her first. This one's on Fontini. That's her first personal foul. And that is those are the first 2 fouls called on Arizona State in the game. Gonzaga's hit 4 of their last 5, but also 6 turnovers in their last 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Gardner from the corner. That one way off. Akuso. The rebound. Here's Turner, but she's turned away.
Got to recognize shot clock. It didn't reset.
6 to shoot. Shot on the way. Wow. Zia Akuso over Whitaker. Whitaker set a little screen for her, and she shot right over it.
And Z recognized, she looked at that shot clock, and she just coolly just stepped into that 3.
Williams now will back it out. 13 to shoot, plenty of time. From 17, Whitaker may have gotten a finger on that shot. Gardner rips out the rebound, the push to Turner. And the bump by Washenitz. It'll be Gonzaga ball side out. Foul number 3 against the Sun Devils this quarter. Washenitz picks up her first.
So right here, like you said, it's like they were anticipating the Whitaker screen, but Z just says, nah, right here's good.
Yeah, why waste any more time? I'm feeling the urge. He's a 26.7% shooter from out there. Zia Akuso has only hit 4. That's her 5th of the season. I guess that number will only go up as this season progresses. She's got a sweet stroke. How about those reflexes? I still got it. Did you see that? I still got it, Steph.
Coming at you, Greg.
Yeah. 21.1 to go. Betancourt. Hale from the elbow. Skip. Whitaker may have rushed that 3, but hit it anyways. She's got 7 one-point game. Here's Lovett to beat the horn. Shot it too quickly. It rimmed out. Hale runs it down in the corner, and that's how this first quarter ends at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Arizona State led by as many as 7 on 2 different occasions, but Gonzaga ends that first quarter on a 6-0 run, hitting 6 of their last 8 shots, and they go to the second quarter trailing the unbeaten Sun Devils by just a point. 17-16 in Spokane. Top 25 that are unbeaten as well, including UConn up there all alone, Texas, LSU, Maryland, TCU, Iowa State, Vanderbilt, Nebraska, Alabama. You can count, what is that, 12 teams?
Mm-hmm.
So they're one of 12 unbeaten teams in the country. So they're off to a tremendous start for a team that's picked to finish 11th in the Big 12. They're unbeaten.
Yeah, under first-year head coach.
And a lot of new players. So, Akuso battling for the ball. Elliott runs it down for the Sun Devils. Got it to Washenitz. Bounce out on top, and Gonzaga back defensively. Underway in this second quarter. Very competitive in the first 10 minutes. Let's see what this second quarter has in store for us. The miss there by number 14, Kaihara. Now Gonzaga can take the lead. but a whistle prior to the shot over there. What they call? Was it an interference? Or did Betancourt step out?
Out and didn't reestablish herself, maybe? A little disbelief there.
Coach Fortier's not happy with whatever the call was. So that's a turnover number 10 for GU, and yet they're still within a point. That's the good news.
Yes.
Poa to the post. Back cut. Davenport lay-in. Arizona State up by 3.
Great little drop by Cajera there to Davenport.
And Turner with their own little cut. That ball was thrown away by Whitaker. Another turnover, the 11th on Gonzaga. Arizona State has turned those turnovers into 10 points so far. Could add to that right here. Elliott has it taken away. Taylor Smith having a big game for Gonzaga. The takeaway in the bucket, and it's 19-18.
Boy, you got to really like that by Smith. She got that ball and confidence dribbling that up.
Washnitz, the answer at the other end, is off. Whitaker and Smith battled. Okuso with it for Gonzaga, and she is fouled by number 24, Deborah Davenport. That is her first foul. That is the first this quarter against Arizona State.
Going back to Taylor Smith, just averaging 3.7 points this season. She's already got 8, 4 for 4. I am really liking what I'm seeing from her.
Also a rebound and 1 assist in 8 minutes. She's off to a fast start. Whitaker double teamed inside. And there's another turnover. Tried to skip it to Turner in the post, but Washnitz had that one scoped out from the moment it left Okuso's hand. Elliott keeps it alive, and a little jump stop, and runner goes. She's got 3. ASU up by 3. And Esh Betancourt. Okuso, and again the poke away. Whitaker runs it down.
6 on the shot clock.
5-4. The drive, and a chance for 3.
Man, talk about something that could have been just a terrible play for Gonzaga. Whitaker runs down the errant pass and then goes in, recognizes the shot clock here, right to the rim, takes the contact, finishes.
I was kind of wondering if there was going to be a foul on the deflection, because there was quite a collision between Whitaker and Cajera in the chase for the ball. Cajera went flying. Whitaker left to run down and get the ball. 3-point play is good. We're tied at 21. And there's the turnover. Poa trying to get it to Washnitz. But Washnitz had slowed down. Poa throws it away. Turnover number 4 on Arizona State. Still can't get over this. Gonzaga with 12 turnovers, and yet we're tied at 21.
I mean, that's where Arizona State's getting their points from, though. They've got 12 points off of those turnovers. You just can't make the cross-court passes. They've got to be crisp and clean.
Cristobal Osorobo on the floor, and a blocking foul called inside on Arizona State's Amaya Williams. I believe that's her second. That's her first personal foul. 3 on Arizona State this quarter.
Again, you can see the attention. Lauren Whitaker, I mean, look at all those ASU bodies in there.
Whitaker trying to give Gonzaga the lead, and she'll go to the free throw line.
And
she's a beast. When she goes to work, she's a beast.
I love this because Lauren shoots 81% from the free throw line. Put some pressure on these defenders, pick up some fouls, get yourself to the line.
First foul called on Gabby Elliott. Whitaker drops it through. Gonzaga leads by a point at 22-21. And Molly Miller not happy at all the way that this has gone the last few minutes. Whitaker hits them both. She's already got a dozen in the game. And she gets a rest right now. And a big round of applause from this crowd. McKinley Dolan replaces her, number 22. And now pressure, they got her pinned in the corner. Taken away. Tie-up called. Arizona State basketball, though.
We've seen it season after season where Gonzaga picks up in this 1-2-2 trap. And they have ran that a couple times with high success.
Fontini just got pinned in that corner. Washington's great fake. And the jump shot from the elbow. She's off to a good start for Arizona State with 10.
Yeah, she's done really well for them tonight.
Betancourt. Gardner. Boy, look at the pressure on the ball now. Elliott and Fontini chase her. Smith out to help. She steps through. Gardner bounced to the post. Dolan the catch, and a travel called on Taryn Gardner. Turnover number 13.
You know, you look at this Arizona State team, they've forced their opponents into 20 or more turnovers 7 times this season, including 3 times they forced 30 turnovers.
Williams dribbling from coast to coast, but then missed the shot from 12 feet. And now Betancourt. Dolan, Smith, Osorobo, open 3, way too much. And that is off of Gardner. Arizona State basketball.
Anytime right now Gonzaga sets a screen, they are hard hedging, double teaming that dribbler. You've got to have your release and move the ball quickly because you've got an advantage.
Fontini the catch. Elliott, open 3, way too hard. Dolan the rebound. The intensity to this game in the last 3 or 4 minutes has gone up 3 or 4 notches.
Oh, yeah.
Corner 3 on the way. Turner's first look from downtown is off. Dolan the rebound. Putback is blocked. And it's off of Williams, I believe. No, it's off of Dolan. I think they may have gotten that one wrong from where I sit.
And the crowd letting them know they don't think they agree. Ooh.
Well, did Dolan's hand get in there with Williams? It's unclear. It's hard to tell. We'd have to really slow that down and look at it from frame to frame. We play on. Sun Devils can regain the lead here. Davenport to Elliott. Too hard. Dolan clears it.
And what looked like was going to be a great little high-low action between Davenport and Elliott. Oh, just unable to capitalize on that shot.
Turner is fouled by Fontini. And Martina doesn't agree. That is her second personal foul. That is 3, actually 5 now on Arizona State this quarter. And Allie at the free throw line. Turner looking for her first point. She's got 2 assists and 1 rebound.
And I mentioned how great Lauren Whitaker is from the line, but Allie Turner, 95% from the free throw line.
Hello, AJ Howell. Tell us about how physical this has been.
Well, of course, we knew it would be like this. Greg head coach Lisa Fortier saying they're going to turn us over, they're going to drive, they're super physical, and they're going to try to outwork you. She said the solution is for GU to out-team them. She said they're not looking on to one player to defend another specific one player. They have to do this as a team, offensively, defensively, and that's what we're seeing them trying to do. Right.
Thank you, AJ. And I think one of the real advantages here to Gonzaga, 18 rebounds to their 8. They're being the more physical team in this first half.
Mm-hmm. And if you watch, it doesn't, there's times when Arizona State doesn't send a lot to the offensive boards.
And Dolan just ripped it away from Davenport that time. giving Gonzaga an opportunity to get to their largest lead of this game. Turner the drive. Washinitz was there. Dahlin from the free throw line rimmed out. And Smith the rebound, but did she push off? Yeah, that's going to go against Taylor Smith. Foul on GU, 4:37 to play in the first half. Zags up by a bucket. Here's your Gonzaga high-pressure play of the game, brought to you by Jewelry Design Center. We want to be your jeweler for life. Lauren Whitaker's a player, partner.
Yeah, runs down the ball and then showing off her handles. This is the second play of the evening where she showed off her handles and takes the contact, finishes 2 of her 12 points on the night. Scored right there.
Yeah, 4 of 5 from the floor, 4 rebounds, also an assist. Actually, no assists yet.
Yeah.
Yes, it's coming. Zags up by 2, Arizona State basketball. Love it to Davenport. Bounce, Elliott, free throw line. Fontini can't handle the pass, a turnover. And now Gonzaga's Turner, step back 3 up the front of the rim. Love it, the rebound. The Devils now will push it. Love it into the lane.
And Gonzaga's mixing it up. They're going to a zone defense.
Have to shoot over it, right?
And Elliott's a good shooter from out there.
And there was a foul underneath. So the 3 counts. And it'll be Arizona State basketball under the bucket. 26-25. So this is a potential 6-point play. I got it right?
I think so.
The 3 was, they called the foul
right
underneath on Okuso, right?
Yeah.
Here's Lovett. Missed the lay-in. So Gonzaga dodges the bullet. The Sun Devils lead by a point. The deflection out of bounds. It remains with Gonzaga. 3:45 to play in this first half, and a slew of substitutions for Gonzaga. Hale, Wilson, and who else just came in? Betancourt. Ranesh trying to get it in. Needs some help. Jones to the rescue. Or Wilson, I'm sorry, Julia Wilson. And the poke away, Fontini lines it up, and the lay-in, and just like that, Arizona 28, Gonzaga 25, and 15 turnovers now for GU.
And Fontini, that's the second possession where she's got her hands on the ball using her length. 6'3", she's got long arms.
And the foul called on Deborah Davenport.
So right here, using that inside arm just to deflect it, and that's an easy 2. Those are those live ball turnovers that you just cannot give up.
Jaden Hale at the line, a 6'2" freshman from Fargo, North Dakota. You know, there's big winds in the forecast tonight and tomorrow here in the Spokane area. And it won't bother Jaden at all. If you've ever been to Fargo, you know what winds are like. It's not quite as bad as the west coast of Alaska, but it's pretty bad. But those winds won't even wake her up tonight. 28-26, Fontini can't handle the smoke on that pass. And that is a turnover. That is number 7 now on Arizona State. Gonzaga ball. The Zags now 0 for their last 5 and no field goals in 4.5 minutes. They need an easy one here. Hard to get them against the Sun Devils. You see the ball taken away. Turner got pinned on that sideline. Fontini and Washinitz.
Washinitz has just such sticky hands. She's just in there. She's gritty. She's just high energy. And anytime she's in the area, man, you got to be strong.
And now Elliott working on Turner's screen is set. Got to a soft spot, but missed everything. Wilson with that weak side rebound, and Julia now pushing it. Needs help. Bounce. Whitaker Hale keeps it alive. Corner, the three from Jones. Back to the rim. Bingo!
Wilson, a big bucket. Big bucket. Spotting up, finding the rim, knocking it down.
Zags up by a point. Davenport, Fontini. And that's off of Turner.
Just a tough turn as we take a look here. If you can move the ball against that pressure of Arizona State, you will find open players, and you've got to love the freshman Wilson coming in, being confident and pulling the trigger.
Yeah, Julia with, as you said, a lot of confidence on that shot. Things are breaking down. She got the ball, smoked it, and then Washinitz with the answer at the other end, and the Sun Devils back in front by a point, 30-29.
The lefty guard Washinitz just got a head of steam going, got going downhill. Pretty little layup.
Betancourt, Hale, Turner's three. That rimmed out. Fontini the rebound, and now Washinitz with it for Arizona State. Into the lane, skip to the corner. Elliott's three, bingo. Sun Devils up by 4.
You can just see how the Sun Devils thrive off of that energy, off their defense. You've got to maintain yourself and not let them get going in the open court here.
Whitaker left that one short. Now Lovett will set it up as we near the 1-minute mark of this first half. Washinitz to Elliott. Seven to shoot. Elliott from the elbow. Too hard. Long rebound. Washinitz. And another chance for Arizona State. Lovett looks at the clock. 10 to shoot. Gonzaga will have another possession. Lovett got around the double team. Washinitz three off the front of the rim. Davenport walks in and takes the rebound away, and now Arizona State can play for one.
Davenport got the tip on the previous play that gave Arizona State a second chance as well. Good hustle.
Mistake there. Obviously, there'll be 7 seconds left between the two clocks. Elliott, Lovett for three. Bang! Go! And the Sun Devils hit back-to-back threes, and they've opened up a 7-point lead. Turner at the horn, it won't go, and so an 8-0 run to end that second quarter for Arizona State gives the Sun Devils a 7-point lead that equals their largest lead of that first half. They led by as many as 7 twice in that first quarter. Boy, what a first half of basketball. Just a couple of breakdowns in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, it really was, and you can see how quickly they can turn you over and put points up on the board.
Here's A.J. Howell.
Coach, you said that they'd try to turn you over coming into this one. Obviously, they've had a lot of success. You guys have 16 turnovers, but this one very much still a close game. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I just think we're playing a little soft offensively. We're not meeting passes. We're not making full cuts to the basket. I think the officiating is poor, to be honest with you. I think it's just inconsistent because they're fouling us all the time, and then we're getting called for a little ticky-tack here and there. But we told our team that they were going to foul you every single time you touch the ball and every single time that you cut somewhere, and we knew that that was going to happen. So, like, you can complain about it, or you can just play stronger and be stronger with the basketball and meet all the passes. Then those collisions start to go your way.
Is that your message to your team at halftime regarding the physicality, just be stronger, or is there more to it?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're not setting up cuts. We're just allowing them to deny us at different places. We have to handle the pressure better. I think that defensively, we've had 2 or 3 of their threes. They haven't made a bunch of them, but they've been uncontested. So, like, we have to finish plays. You have to finish checkouts. You have to finish offensive cuts. You have to finish defensive possessions with closeouts and checkouts and high hands. If you don't finish those, then it's going to be a long second half.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys?
Thank you, AJ. Thank you, Coach. And she is right. Those threes, right? Back-to-back threes to close out the second quarter. We saw the same thing in the first quarter.
Yeah, we talked about the turnovers, but the threes have made a difference in this game as well, and you've got to get out and contest them because they can. The Sun Devils can knock them down.
Sun Devils lead it by 7, 36-29, and a very entertaining first half here at the McCarthy Athletic Center. We'll take a timeout. Halftime straight ahead. Gonzaga 29, Arizona State unbeaten 12-0. They have 36. A great second half straight ahead. A couple times in that second quarter, and then the Devils hit a couple of big threes.
Well, you can see how when you turn the ball over, the momentum and energy that it feeds Arizona State. And right here, they just started doubling almost everywhere on the court. And anytime a screen's kind of coming, Fontini, you can see there with the length, poking it out, getting her an easy two. I mean, they've turned Gonzaga's 16 turnovers into 14 points. And it's been a little bit from everybody. They've, just like Coach Fortier said, they have to be stronger. They have to go meet the pass. You've got to recognize that Arizona State's coming at you every single second.
Yeah, that's the scouting report. Arizona State is 12-0. They've done it on the defensive end. They create deflections, create turnovers, they get runouts, they get easy points. We saw that happen. It unfolded here in the first half. Gonzaga knew what the scouting report was. They can ill afford to turn the ball over the way they did in that first half, in the second half where they won't win.
Right.
And I contend that they've got to get Allie Turner going.
Oh, yeah.
Get her off some screens, get her some open shots. We need to feel her influence and her impact on this game in the second half.
Yeah, Turner has only taken 3 shots, 3-point shots, only 2 points, which have come from the free throw line. And, yeah, when you're talking about your second leading scorer, you got to find a way to get her going.
Yeah, and Lauren Whitaker has been Lauren Whitaker in that first half. She not only got to the line, put a lot of points on the board, she also 5 fouls on the Devils, and 5 of their 9 fouls came defending Lauren Whitaker. You can look at the points. 45% from the floor for GU, the three-point shooting. The Sun Devils 6 of 13. That's really the defensive, or that's the difference in the scoreboard. Free throws, Gonzaga the advantage, turnovers there, and points off turnovers. What's not here are the rebounding numbers. Gonzaga, I guess they have a 5 rebound edge. Arizona State was much farther behind than that, 2 or 3 minutes before the end of the first half.
Yeah, I think you got to look at those 3-point field goals as well. Like Coach Fortier said, they've got to contest them. They're way above, shooting 46%. I mean, typically that's usually what we see from Gonzaga. No, Gonzaga doesn't really shoot 27%. I mean, they're 30th in the nation at 37%, so quite below their average on the season.
Yeah, Washnitz with 2 makes, Lovett with 2 makes, and Elliott with 2 makes. All 3 of those players were 2 for 4 from downtown for the Sun Devils. They're shooting 50%. So I think really when you look at the scoreboard, the numbers don't lie. When you break it down, the Sun Devils hit some threes. Gonzaga turned the ball over. That's the difference in those 7 points, and that is why Gonzaga finds themselves behind at halftime against the unbeaten Arizona State Sun Devils. Back in a moment. From Gonzaga here in the first couple of possessions.
So I was just thinking, you know, I think you go into the locker room and you talk to them and just say, hey, I hope you guys notice this. When you're not turning the ball over,
we're pretty good.
Where we were at in the game, and then when we start turning it over, what happens? You know, I mean, it's pretty clear. And so I think that, if anything, take that away from it and just make sure you tighten that up. Don't let them get – it seems like when Arizona State starts turning the ball over, it's not just like one. It's like 2 or 3 in a row. And so you got to lock down and limit those.
There's Molly Miller of Arizona State. As we heard from Coach Fortier at the end of that first half. I really look forward to those end-of-the-half interviews with her all the time. She's the absolute best. I just love her transparency.
Yep.
She never leaves you guessing.
Nope.
Okay, we're underway. Greg Heiser, Stephanie Hawk Freeman, A.J. Howell. Going to be a fun second half. Smith had a big first half for Gonzaga. Picked it up, 10 to shoot. Now Akuso. Here's Whitaker at the free throw line. Spins, shot up, and rolls off. Poked out. Smith keeps it alive for Gonzaga. And then a jump ball is called. And you can hear the boos. Possession arrow gives it to Arizona State.
But just talk about Taylor Smith coming into the second half. She picked up 2 fouls in that first half, had to sit for a little while, but she comes right out of halftime, just getting on the boards, getting in there and battling.
Here's Elliott trying to get around Turner. And Whitaker picks up the personal foul as she ran into Marley Washnitz. And Whitaker picks up her second. It's a good call. You agree?
Yeah. And why Washnitz didn't stop. She kept going for the pass, right? And then Whitaker.
Well, it's also
her,
somebody who's much larger against somebody much smaller.
Too, but
and you're going to get the call 90% of the time. And Elliott got inside off the inbound. And now it's the largest lead of the game for Arizona State. They've pushed it to 9. Gonzaga needs to answer. Akuso calling. Smith posting up inside. 10 to shoot for the Zags. Turner drives the baseline. Reverse off the glass. That's a beautiful bucket there.
Just put her head down and wasn't going to be stopped. We talked about her only having 2 points in the first half. She really earned that bucket.
Kaihara. Whitaker stripped her. Now the battle on the floor. And they call the tie up. Possession arrow gives it to Gonzaga, but Kaihara and Whitaker went at it on the floor.
Yeah, I've really loved watching these two match up. Two big bodies inside. Great quick hands there by Whitaker.
Oh, it's going to get good, partner.
It is. You can feel it. You can feel it.
Yes. Betancourt now trying to push Poa away. Bounce, Smith. Uncontested. Maybe that was too easy. Now Whitaker knocked to the hard floor.
Well, on this last play, Allie Turner's coming up through the paint. Davenport has to hedge because you've got to respect Turner for that three. Taylor just sitting there wide open and just not able to get that one to fall. You can see Whitaker take a hit there in the head.
Yeah, Kaihara fouled her. That's her third. So Whitaker has already pinned 6 fouls on Sun Devils in this game. Akuso, hey, Archer won't go. Fontini the rebound. And now the Sun Devils with the basketball up by 7. Washnitz into the lane. Left-hand scoop won't go. Whitaker clears space and grabs the loose ball. Outlet to Akuso. Smith. Akuso drives to the rim and lays it in.
And that's what you got to do, too. You've got to attack Arizona State when they do not have all 5 defenders set. If you can beat them in the open court, you're going to get good looks.
But credit Smith on that play because of the great seal on her defender. Opening up the lane for Akuso. The defense by Whitaker clears the rebound. Gonzaga now with some momentum, down by 5. Betancourt is fouled there by Gabby Elliott.
I'm sorry, but Elliott's reaction was priceless. Right here, Whitaker just going in. I mean, she's fighting, and then Akuso. That was tough because she was fading away too. Yeah.
Bucket. But Smith kind of cleared the traffic inside and gave her a lane to get there. Whitaker jump shot too hard. Battle for the ball. Lovett has it poked away right to Washnitz, and now it's Arizona State ball up by 5. Davenport to Washnitz, and now Lovett. Fontini out to set a screen. Washnitz got by Turner, runs into Whitaker. Wild one won't go. Fontini digs out the loose ball. 4 to shoot. Ball never hit the rim. I'm not sure the doubles. Now they realize it. And that heave shot won't go for Washnitz. Turner is fouled by Marley Washnitz. And that'll be her second.
And And I think it's worth revisiting right now. Arizona State without their second leading scorer, Brackens, not in tonight. And Washington, you can see going for it, but getting Turner on the arm.
3 fouls on Arizona State to begin this third quarter. Gonzaga trailed by 9. They've trimmed it to 5. Bounce, Whitaker. 2 more. Lauren Whitaker coming to life with 16.
Great high-low look, but I am telling you what, Smith, Taylor Smith, she has been it for Gonzaga tonight. What a dime.
Elliott trying to get around Betancourt. Throws up a wild one, but Inesh fouled her. Smart play by Gabby. Both teams being very, very physical tonight.
Yeah, and right here, Taylor looks to attack the rim. Can't quite get around, but the movement by Whitaker to come over, and there's nobody on that other side to help Whitaker with the layup on that right side there.
Elliott, the graduate player out of Detroit, Michigan. With 11 points, she averages over 15, make it 12 points now. And it's back to a 4-point Arizona State lead. Rattles in the second. And Inesh Betancourt leads the charge for Gonzaga. Whitaker trying to seal off the inside, waiting for the ball. Bounce to Smith. Turns down the high-low. Turner. Ball deflected by Lovett. Gonzaga ball, 15 to shoot. Taryn Gardner, number 24, into the game for GU. She's yet to score in the game in 10 minutes. She can connect from downtown. Turner. Whitaker setting the screen on Lovett. 2 to shoot. Betancourt steps in, throws up, and a foul called by Washnitz, or on Washnitz.
They're going to look and see if the shot clock went off.
Molly Miller can't believe it.
I think they'll review to see if the foul came before or after the shot clock.
So they'll go over the table now and review it. 5:41 to play in the third. We'll figure it out during the commercial. Arizona State up by 5. More in a moment. In the nonstop local KHQ tomorrow night, 7th ranked Gonzaga. The men welcome the Campbell Camels to the Kennel. Tip-off is set for 6. Gonzaga men's basketball live tomorrow night only on nonstop local KHQ, your home for local sports. And they are going to award Inesh Betancourt 2 free throws. Got the shot off in time, but it's the foul they called on Washnitz. You saw her slap down on the ball. Was there contact? Can't really see it from that angle.
Yeah.
But again, I would contend that the slap down came long before the shot.
Yeah, and I think also in this game, because it's been so physical, most of the fouls have been pretty clear. And then when something like that, where maybe not so much.
It's a big foul. That puts Marley Washnitz on the bench with 3 personals. She's been a big player with 12 points, a couple of rebounds, 2 assists in this game for the Sun Devils. Well, Betancourt misses. Here's another angle of this foul. Foul called right there. Was it on the floor?
Looks like going across her body.
She did touch, I can tell there. Okay, but Betancourt missed both free throws. But the offensive rebound goes to GU. So an opportunity here. And the ball taken away. Just the second turnover of the quarter for GU. Poa, Davenport. And now a reset.
And you mentioned Washington's having 3 fouls, but so does Kahera. She's sitting the bench as well. That's 2 of your starters. And then you talk about McKenna Brackens also not playing tonight.
Yeah, Arizona State playing through some adversity right now. Shot from the corner is off. Turner with the rebound. Elliott can't find the range. She's now 2 of 5 from behind the three-point line. Kayla Dolan, number 22 on the floor for GU. McKinley Dolan, my mistake. And there's another foul, and Elliott slamming the ball down. Could get a whistle there. She's got to be careful. The Sun Devils getting frustrated right now with the officiating. Back in a moment. And welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center. So that last foul on Gabby Elliott, that is her 3rd personal. So 3 starters now for Arizona State. As Anesh Betancourt ended up on the floor. I guess Elliott did reach in on that steal attempt. But that's 3 starters now with 3 personal fouls for Arizona State. They're all on the bench. No, that's not true. No. Elliott stays in the game. With 4:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Coach, and Anesh Betancourt at the free throw line.
Coach Molly Miller recognizing that she needs her veteran leader out there, Elliott, a graduate, rolling the dice.
Betancourt short on the free throw. Miller wanting her team to box out. And 1 of 2 on this trip. 4-point game. This is Lovett. She's got 8 points in the game. Elliott has to be really careful now. Poa. Fontini steps through a double team and scores with the left hand.
Wow, just a nice little rip through too high with the ball. Gets past the defender's arms. Good finish.
Betancourt will reverse it now. Whitaker wanting the ball. She could shoot that. Fontini didn't really close out on her, but Turner, the better option from that far away. She's got 7, her first make from downtown.
And Arizona State just went behind that little flare screen up for Turner, and they've been doing a really nice job on her, and that's what happens when you leave Allie Turner open. She makes you pay.
Davenport hit the edge of that end line. The double team trapped her. She stepped out. Gonzaga down by 3 and now with the ball.
So you can see right here, Poa just goes below Dolan's screen, and you just can't do that. You cannot give Turner any space. Feet set, too easy.
Big opportunity tonight for Gonzaga, and there's another whistle. And another foul on Arizona State. Molly Miller now just shaking her head.
Yeah, but Davenport on this one, this is pretty clear. She had her arms wrapped around the Gonzaga player.
And Deborah Davenport now with 3 personal fouls. And she's going to stay in the game right now. And at the line, the freshman Jaden Hale. Long on the attempt. Gonzaga not shooting it well from the line tonight. 7 of 11. 63%, but 1 of 4 here in the 3rd. Actually, 7 of 12. They updated it. Now it's at 61%, 8 of 13. 2 of 6 in this quarter. The numbers were stale when I first read them, but got it right now. Williams with it for the Sun Devils. Here's Davenport, and she traveled.
And look at the emotion by the freshman Hale. She is pumped. Defending Davenport, she forces that turnover.
Sun Devils are getting frustrated. Hey, life on the road, it's tough. It's tough on the road. Okuso. Lovett guarding for the Sun Devils, and now Whitaker. Turner on the cut, the catch off the glass, won't go. Poked out, Whitaker. Fake the pass, skip to the corner. Gardner for three is way off. And Whitaker went over the top. Did they call a foul or just off GU and Arizona State ball? They did call the personal foul. And that'll be her third. So Lauren now, they only zag with 3 personal fouls, and she joins 1, 2, 3, 4 Sun Devils at that mile post. Williams got rid of it. Davenport back to Williams. Gonzaga now trying to turn up the heat defensively. And now the crowd sensing a moment. Fontini the catch. Backdoor Davenport. Good offense. Big bucket.
Oh, great off-ball movement by Davenport, and just Fontini able to drop that right in there for her teammate. That was beautiful.
And of course, Fontini, the lefty, made it even easier, that pass. Whitaker the catch. Fake the shot, drive on Fontini. And a foul called. Fontini wanted the travel, and Whitaker will shoot free throws. And that'll be number 3 on Martina Fontini.
And there's another look at that really nice ball movement, off-ball movement there by Arizona State.
Oh, they called it on Davenport. I think they're going to change this. That foul was on Fontini.
Yeah.
But now, no, they're holding up a. There, they just fixed it.
Yeah.
That's 3 on her.
Good job getting it right.
Lauren Whitaker with 16 points, 17 now, 6 of 10 from the floor, 4 of 4 from the line, 7 rebounds and 1 assist.
Yeah, she's just phenomenal. She's averaging 19 and a half. 25th in the nation for points per game. She has won 3 out of the 6 WCC Freshmen of the Week, and you can clearly see why. She leads the WCC in points, field goal percentage.
At this rate, she's playing for Player of the Year in the conference.
Yeah.
Not Freshman of the Year. Elliott, the drive, all the way to the rim, but left it short. And that's off of a zag. I see Smith in there. So it's Arizona State ball. Slow to get up is Gabby Elliott. Another look at the drive.
Can't really see how she comes down.
Gonna wick the moisture now. Elliott up on her feet. Appears to be okay.
Yeah, you like seeing Elliott move around. She has had to battle through some injuries in her career, so you're always thankful that she's up and moving around.
Williams got it to Lovett on the inbound. Under 2 to go in this third quarter. Lovett calling for Williams. Lovett screen set on Gardner, back to Elliott. To the post, Fontini. Off the glass, good touch. Sun Devils on top by 4. Fontini with 6.
Yeah, and shooting really well. 3 for 4, 4 rebounds.
Hale out to catch the ball. Lovett making it difficult. 10 to shoot for Gonzaga. Smith sets the screen. Okuso from the free throw line off the front of the rim. Looked like it was off Jaden Hale, but there must have been a Sun Devil under there. And here comes Julia Wilson and number 22, McKinley Dolan.
You know, you just talk about Gonzaga. We've been seeing it with the subs, able to bring in fresh bodies quite frequently. You talk about a Sun Devil team that 2 days ago just played an overtime game, and they've got a lot of players playing big minutes.
Turner just did get it in. Drives the baseline and lost the grip. Third turnover of the third quarter on GU. They're doing a much better job controlling the ball. What's strange about it is that Arizona State has remained in the lead for this third quarter, where in the first half, Gonzaga had the lead a couple of times despite turning the ball over. The game has changed. Sun Devils are 4 of 10 this quarter. Gonzaga 4 of 11. Okuso and Betancourt had Williams pinned, and Williams just threw it off of Okuso, so possession remains with the Sun Devils.
Smart play by Williams there, had nowhere to go, just deflected off Okuso's leg, like you said.
Lovett looks to the bench. Smith with the switch. Lovett drove all the way to the rim and scored. That was too easy. 6-point Arizona State lead. Can Gonzaga score with Whitaker on the bench? 18 to shoot. Okuso picked up her dribble and then threw it away. .8 to go in this third quarter. Gonzaga should get the ball back for another possession, but they're down by 6. And here comes Cristobal Osorobo into the game for Okuso.
Osorobo just bringing a little bit more length, a little more defensive ability here.
Williams going to drain the clock. 9 to shoot. Lovett being chased by Betancourt and Osorobo. The catch by Williams. Davenport, the catch under the rim, missed it. Fontini, it won't go. Runs it down again. She's got time, throws it to the rim. But I think I heard a whistle. She was fouled. And so the third quarter will end at the free throw line.
And the referees, they're going to take a look at this, but it pretty clear to me that she got that off. The foul was called before the shot clock, or the end of the quarter, excuse me.
So they'll go over and take a look at it to make sure that they did get it right. So here's another look at it. Fontini ran it down, got the shot off. I think it was Osorobo who stuck a hand in there and fouled her on the wrist, and it did look.
Now, Greg, something about Fontini is, I don't know, you might have to double check this, but I have that she's only shot four free throws on the season, and she's 0 for 4, has not shot any.
Yeah, 0 for 4, you're right. She is 0 for 4. Another look at it. Here's the rebound. Fontini runs it down. You can tell, looks at the clock at the other end. Shot is clearly out of her hand in time. Foul, well, the foul happened clearly prior to that horn going off, so she's going to get 2 looks with Arizona State up by 6, 48-42. Taking some time for the officials. They want to make sure they get it right here, but Martina Fontini, the freshman from Florence, will shoot 2. They also may be looking to see, they're going to put some time on the clock, right? So that's why it probably took them a little bit longer than you might think. And it looks like they put 0.5 of a second on the clock. As you can hear, Feliz Navidad being played in the background. It's a very festive evening here at the McCarthy.
It really is.
Gets you in the mood, right?
Yeah.
We'll get an official explanation now. Thank you. It's great. They're also, the officials, in a festive mood tonight. They're coming over and giving us incredible explanations.
Yeah.
What'd you just learn?
Very cheerful. Just like we were saying, shot foul before the timer went off, and a little bit of time added back on to the third quarter, and Fontini will shoot 2.
And as you pointed out a moment ago, 0 for 4 on the season. Gonzaga has not scored a point in 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So, again, it's Arizona State who ends each quarter on a bit of a burst. Those final 6 points, they ended that first half on a 7-0 run with 2 big threes. Fontini now 0 for 5 on the season from the free throw line. It's crazy, dude. The stroke looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, Fontini having a nice night. 6 points, 3 of 5 shooting. 18 minutes. Normally just averages 10 minutes, 2 points a game.
Yeah, 6 rebounds. She hit that one. Stroke looked really good. 1 of 2. It's 49-42. And that's how the third quarter ends in Spokane. Arizona State trying to remain unbeaten at 12-0, get to 13-0. The Zags trying to pick up a big victory on their home floor and get to 7-4. 49-42. And welcome back. Tonight's Steal of the Gamers brought to you by Steel. Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings to free battery offers, you can enjoy great deals on select Steel tools. For more details, shop online or in-store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for limited time at participating dealers while supplies last. And there's your steal of the game.
That's it. Taylor Smith, nice little hedge here. Gets her hands in the mix, and then she's off to the races. That's about as easy as it comes. Taylor Smith, 8 points, 1 steal, 2 rebounds, shooting great, 4 for 5.
Well, it's go time for the Zags. Each team scored 13 points in that third quarter. And it's a 7-point Arizona State advantage to begin the fourth. Smith the catch at the elbow. Trying to go to Whitaker. Kayera that was there to deny the pass. 13 to shoot. Betancourt bounce. Akuso, deep knee bend. Bangs in the 3. Big shot.
Big shot. I really like the patience and the ball movement by Gonzaga on that last possession.
She's got 6 points, 4 rebounds for Z Akuso. Sun Devils with all of their starters back on the floor, and Elliott with the answer at the other end.
Big response by Elliott.
It's back to 6. Elliott now with 16. 3 of 6 from downtown. Whitaker fires a 3. Boy, is she a player!
It's raining threes up in here.
Whitaker with 21. She's 2 of 3 from behind the line. Zags trail by 3. Washnitz. Betancourt, the long rebound. Gonzaga can tie it. Turner thought about the 3. She'll drive and then back it out. Okuso. Washnitz over there defending. Okuso goes baseline. Lost it, but bounced to Smith. Back to Okuso. 1-point game.
Maybe not the most conventional play, but it works. Okuso staying in the game. Gets herself back up and is rewarded.
Okuso with 8. Fans are into the game now. Elliott hunting a shot. Gave it up to Lovett. Sun Devils 4-0 on the road this year. 12-0 overall. Zags trying to put the first blemish on their season. Lovett, stutter step, left it short, loose. Betancourt with it. Gonzaga can take the lead. Turner, transition 3. Missed everything. I thought that was buried.
It looked online from our angle. This place would have gone nuts if she would have hit that.
Washnitz to the post. Elliott, contact. and scores. 3-point game.
Elliott has answered big time for Arizona State, and that's what you want from your leading scorer, veteran player out there.
Turner again, looking to distribute. Here's Betancourt, 7 to shoot. Anish behind the back, lost the grip. Smith with it, corner. Turner the drive, scoop, falls off the rim. Loose ball controlled by the Devils. Gonzaga had it to within 1 and a chance to take the lead. And the offensive foul called on Elliott. That'll be number 4.
Is it Elliott or Lovett?
It is Lovett, my correction. They call it on Lovett. And that'll be her second personal foul.
Yeah, just not setting her feet there. Kept running, moving into Betancourt.
Zags have to get over the hump. When they get the opportunities, they have to capitalize. Okuso posting up, can't come down with it. Whitaker knocked to the floor, so was Gardner. And Elliott will go to the free throw line. She's fouled by Okuso. That's number 2 on Z.
Both coaches are just beside themselves right now.
Yes, it was an active shooting foul. That's the first foul on Gonzaga this quarter. 6:20 to play. A lot of basketball to go. But man, what a ball game it has been tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. And Elliott now with 18 points. Only Lauren Whitaker of Gonzaga has scored more. She sits at 21. The Stars have come out to play tonight in Spokane. Elliott hits them both with 19. She's 5 of 6 from the stripe.
Yeah, she's just come up so big for Arizona State in the fourth quarter.
Okuso throws it up. Smith came down with it. Okuso is hurt as she fell into the scores table right in front of us.
She hit it hard. She pushed this table about a foot or so back.
I just read her lips. She said, "It's my knee."
And she has had issues with her knee in the past.
And you can see Coach Fortier over to tend to her player.
Just looked like it buckled underneath of her here.
She's up with a limp, but they'll probably take her right to the locker room. So Zia Kuso, for the time being, will not be on the floor for GU. And Anish Betancourt checks back in for the Zags. 6:05 to go, 5-point game, Gonzaga basketball. Betancourt the catch. I'd be looking for Whitaker. Lauren sets the screen. Gardner. And the foul is called on Arizona State's last tier Poa, a graduate player from Melbourne, Australia.
And I think the Gonzaga crowd kind of held their breath there for a second. Didn't want a fourth foul on Lauren Whitaker.
This is going to be good, partner. This is going to be really good.
It's been good.
Whitaker the catch, but Gardner the three on line, rattles in. Gardner's first bucket makes it a 2-point game.
Big big shot. You gotta like Gardner stepping up, shoots 47%.
Elliott, the drive, got it back, and it's up and through.
Every time it has been Elliott in this fourth quarter with an answer.
Gabby Elliott now with 21 for Arizona State. Turner, three. That's it! Allie Turner into double digits. Gonzaga has crawled to within one. 5 minutes, 12 seconds to play at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Gonzaga with a chance to give Arizona State their first loss of the season. Turner coming up big for the Zags. And welcome back. Tune in to SWX tomorrow night for our big local men's basketball matchup with the 509 Classic as Washington State and Eastern Washington battle that out in the Spokane Arena. Tip-off set for 7, Cougs and the Eags in the 509 Classic, live tomorrow only on SWX, your home for local sports. Okay, so we've been told that they just went to the monitor. There was a 2 called earlier in the game, sometime earlier, we believe, this quarter for Arizona. That was actually a 3. And so the Sun Devils now lead it by 2 at 58-56.
Yeah, and
we haven't been told what bucket it was or whose basket it was.
Around the 9-minute mark. But you know, Greg, you look at this team, this Arizona State, they're USBWA. ASU is the national team of the week, coming in 12-0. And another big response by Elliott, but they're coming in and it's on jeopardy here tonight.
We're being told it was an Elliott 3, so she got credit for a 2 to begin with. It is a 3, and Gonzaga turns it over. Turner missed Whitaker with that pass. And so Elliott now with 24 points for Arizona State. They've extended their lead back to 4. And now, because of the second turnover here in the fourth quarter by GU, their 22nd of the game, the Sun Devils can extend their lead. Elliott posting up, and they go the other way. Washnitz will drive it. Whitaker closed it down. Washnitz keeps it alive, drives too hard, rebound, it won't go. Whitaker clears it for the Zags. Big opportunity there for Kaihara, but you can't connect.
Yeah, big stop for Gonzaga. Need to respond.
Turner. Elliott out chasing, now Poa on the switch. Lauren Whitaker. And there's the foul. They go offensive on Anesh Betancourt. Arizona State basketball. Betancourt picks up her 3rd.
Can't come down in close games like this. You just cannot have, oh, that's a tough call, but cannot have empty possessions.
Love it to Elliott. And the reach by Turner. She picks up her first personal foul. That should be 4 on GU this quarter. With 3:50 to go. One more, there's free throws coming. Last here, Poa now will get the ball in. Betancourt coming out. Osorobo in for GU. Big moment in this game right now, but Elliott wide open on the inbound.
Yeah, you just can't. You got to wrap her up somehow, but Elliott's done a nice job of getting herself moving around. Got to make someone else beat you, I think, at this point.
Turner the catch. 62-56. Whitaker, deep 3. Osorobo had it, saves it. Smith grabbed it. Gardner for 3. Bang! 3-point game.
Osorobo coming in big, running down the loose ball, giving her team an extra chance. Nice job.
And now the crowd back into this game. Elliott wanting to scream. Elbow jump shot rimmed out, loose ball. Osorobo has it taken away by Kaihara. And another chance for the Devils. And the takeaway, Christabella. Osorobo the lay-in. 62-61.
And Coach Fortier is screaming, telling Osorobo, you got to get back on Elliott here.
And that last possession, Washnitz and Lovett were arguing on the floor during that set. Lovett wanted to come up and get the ball, but Washnitz told her no, go away, and then Lovett wouldn't come. It was interesting to watch, and then Washnitz threw it away. There's a lot of drama, theater going on
there
here.
There's a lot to watch and take in.
Poa trying to get it inbound. Elliott out to Washnitz. Now she calls for Lovett. Jaya with 8 points in the game, actually 10 with the basketball. Drives and throws it in with the left hand. She wanted a foul, doesn't get it. 3-point game, $1.50 to play.
Tough basket by Lovett there.
Smith drives, Taylor, and a foul called on Arizona State. That is their third personal foul this quarter.
It's going to go on Washnitz.
Washnitz, yeah, her fourth. Poa was also there. Turner to inbound it for GU. Whitaker wanting it, but too close. Smith, a great catch. Turner turned down the three.
Yeah.
15 to shoot. Whitaker battling for position. Can't get to the ball, and Arizona State takes it away.
Boy, a lot of physicality right now.
Love it with it. And she's happy to drain the clock right now. 3-point game. Trying to shorten things. Washnitz.
Gonzaga mixing it up, going zone D.
And a timeout called by Arizona State. Stops the clock with 11 to shoot. Whoa, what a ball game tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. These are two teams in an absolute fist fight.
Arizona State, they're 12-0. Broke a 33-year-old record held by the 92-93 squad. This is the longest streak of games won since the 15-16 team tied the 08-09 for the school record of 15 consecutive wins. They've been in a close one. They just got done with a close one against Oregon State. Overtime victory.
Gonzaga's turned the ball over 24 times, leading to 23 points for Arizona State. The Sun Devils are 6 of 12 this quarter from the floor. Gonzaga 7 of 10. So kind of a defensive grudge match in the first three quarters. This fourth quarter, the offense has loosened up a little bit. They're starting to find their shots.
Yeah, and it's just been a couple empty plays. A few of those turners, much better job in the second half, taking care of the ball by Gonzaga, but they just cannot afford any empty possessions.
They don't want to give up a bucket here. Elliott skip to the corner. Washnitz for three. That's long. Chase for the rebound. It didn't hit the rim. Shot clock violation. It'll be Gonzaga ball with a minute to play. Now remember, they don't need a three.
No,
they
plenty
just
of time.
need an easy bucket. And Whitaker will inbound it. Poa will challenge Betancourt on the catch. Inesh with it. Smith out. Betancourt picked up her dribble and throws it away. Grabbed by Lovett. Arizona State will back it out. Smart play. Turnover number 5 of the quarter for GU, and it could be a costly one. Jaya again draining the clock. Here's Elliott from the elbow. Jump shot is good. 2-possession game with 26.6 to play.
Gonzaga calling the timeout so they can advance the ball. But right here, Smith goes for the steal, and Elliott doesn't get it, so Elliott comes out, gets away.
Still a lot of time. Gonzaga ball, 26.6 to go. They got to get a quick bucket, get a stop. They've got time.
Yeah, absolutely, and they've got options as well. I mean, you can come out and you've got the three-point shooters. You've got Gardner and obviously Turner can hit from 3, but then you've got the bigs with Whitaker inside.
And so right now, I want Allie Turner either shooting a 3 or want a quick bucket to Whitaker.
Yep.
It's got to be one of those two players that takes the shot here.
But it's got to be,
in my opinion,
quick and decisive. Quick and decisive.
Gonzaga with 3 timeouts remaining. They've hit 4 of their last 5 shots, but they've not scored a point in 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Betancourt to get it in. Here's Whitaker on the catch. Clock ticks. Ganesh moves to the far side. Whitaker calling for the ball, and a double dribble is called. Turnover number 6 on GU. And now Arizona State calls the timeout with 18.9 to play.
I mean, when you look at it, Greg, 26 turnovers by Gonzaga. Arizona State 25 points off of those 26 turnovers. Arizona State with 14 steals.
And now Gonzaga, they have to foul.
Yeah, and they got 4. So I think you can go for a quick steal. They've had pretty good success with that 1-2-2 zone, little 3-quarter, half-court trap, quick trap or a quick steal. But then, yeah, you gotta get the clock stopped.
Jaya Lovett, number 4, will inbound it. She's got to get it over 6'4", 6'5", Lauren Whitaker. Elliott came and got it. Osorobo chasing. Got a foul.
Gotta go.
And there's a quick whistle. Foul called on Gardner, but this will put Elliott at the free throw line where she's 72.5% on the season, 5 of 6 today. 12.9 to go. 2 free throws here will make it a 3-possession game. Well, Gonzaga's turnovers, they're going to look back on this. As Elliott hits the first one, makes it a 6-point game. Elliott misses the second. Zags have life. Timeout called by Whitaker on the rebound. Clock stops with 12.3 to go. And Gabby Elliott sitting at 29 points. Missed a chance to get to 30, but the Zags have life. Got to get a quick 3 in a timeout.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. Get a quick 3. And again, mentioned it. You've got Turner, obviously. Gardner's out there, can hit a 3. Whitaker can hit a 3 as well. So that's something else. You can bring your big out. She shoots really well behind the 3-point line. 41% on the season.
Well, you were a part of a lot of big wins, but you had a couple of tough losses in your life too. And again, I'm not saying that this is over. There's hope. There's not a lot of hope right now, but there's some hope.
Yeah.
This one will sting for the Zags.
This will sting. This will absolutely.
You had a chance to hand them their first loss.
A lot of self-inflicting wounds that you can look back on. And
here's Whitaker trying to get it back to Turner. Step back three. Whitaker. Good! 8.1 to go. 3-point game. Timeout Sun Devils. Lauren Whitaker is big time, ladies and gentlemen.
That is incredible. We've seen a lot of her getting, knocking down the threes when her feet are set, but the little jab step back three, my goodness.
It's a 6'3" redshirt freshman. I said that she was 6'4" or 6'5" earlier. She looks like she's that tall. 6'3" is shocking to me. She looks like she's 6'4" or 6'5".
And I think that's just credit to the way she plays, right? She plays big. She gets in there and she's aggressive.
And I love her heart, too. She gives it everything every night that I've had an opportunity to watch her play. She's oftentimes the most physical player on the floor. Doesn't play like a redshirt freshman. She's out there talking, leading.
Yeah.
Right? She's very vocal on the floor.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right. Arizona State's got to get it in.
Yep.
Here's Elliott. And again, the quick foul. And Poa knocks Betancourt to the floor. And now we're going to have something extra. Betancourt didn't like that at all.
I think they're going to go look at this.
Another look at it here.
Between Poa and
Betancourt.
Oh, yeah.
They got tied up. Poa gave her a shove. This will be an interesting call. 7.2 to play. Free throws coming for Arizona State, but does Gonzaga now go to the line?
Well, yeah, if they
and
call
the ball.
it, a
depending on what they call
excessive contact.
This is an enormous call right now. They're over talking to the Sun Devil bench right now.
Having them clear out a little bit. Yeah, right here, just I think it's the two-hand, you got trying to get open. I get it, but your two-hand push right in the front.
So the original foul was called on Taryn Gardner. Gabby Elliott will shoot free throws. It is the 6th foul on GU this quarter. Elliott has 29 points. She's 6 of 8 from the free throw line in the game. But is there more to come after the shove by Poa of Betancourt? Poa tried to brush it off and help Betancourt up, but she had nothing to do with it.
She didn't want anything to do with it, yeah. You look at Elliott's performance on the season. She's only had a couple games where she hasn't scored in double digits. 2 games ago, she scored 27 at Penn State. She's got 29. A little rougher night against Oregon State with 7. Big response by Elliott. No surprise they want the ball in her hands down here in the stretch. Go to the free throw line.
The officials are talking it over. They know how big this is.
Yeah.
Depending on the call here, we could see an emotional outburst. 7.2 to go. Elliott will get her free throws. She can obviously push it to a 2-possession game, but does Gonzaga get free throws that can push it back and the ball?
Ball back, yeah.
Another look at Poa and Betancourt getting tangled up. They're taking their time. They want to make sure they get this right. What would you call? Do you think it's excessive?
From that last angle, no. Maybe from the first angle, a little bit, just because it was an open hand two-handed.
And they're
So
taking
right
a
here,
lot of time with this.
You can just see right into the chest.
Ines did a good job of making sure the officials knew that it had happened. And they put the onus on them to come up with the call here, and this is big time. With 7.2 seconds to play, the Sun Devils unbeaten, up by 3. They're going to go to the line. Their leading scorer, Gabby Elliott, with 29 points, will try to extend their lead to 2 possessions. But then what happens after that? And that's why the 3 of them are taking the time. They know how big this call is.
Talking through time, you know, all the things that factor into it.
Was it post whistle? They're calling the coaches in now. Coach Fortier and Coach Miller to talk it over. We'll know how this is going to go depending on the reaction.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. Not getting
a lot of interest. Look at all the eyes peering in. Okay, well, Coach Miller, here, we're going to get an official explanation. Gonzaga gets the ball. Wow.
Yeah,
what a call. So Elliott's going to get her 2, which can extend it to a 69-64, a 5-point game.
Right.
But anybody can shoot their free throws, not Betancourt for Gonzaga. They're going to get 2 free throws, which can cut it back to 3. And then Gonzaga gets the ball at midcourt with 7.2 seconds to play. It could change the outcome of the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, this is huge.
Who are you putting at the line if you're Gonzaga?
I know, I was just looking at it. I mean, obviously you've got Allie Turner, who's 95%. Lauren Whitaker is 81%, but I was just looking. Well, Turner's 2 for 2 tonight, and Whitaker's 5 for 5.
Oh, my word. And now the Arizona State bench, now they're having discussions. I thought there would be a bigger reaction after that call, but Coach Miller now speaking her mind. So Elliott, and this makes it more difficult with nobody
no one on the
lane.
Yeah.
So Elliott 6 of 8 in the game. 2 free throws coming.
Oh.
Short on the first. And now Gonzaga is in position to steal one. Second one up and good. Elliott with 30, 68-64. And now it'll be Allie Turner who will shoot 2 for Gonzaga, who can make it a 2-point game. And then Gonzaga gets the ball at midcourt. Holy moly.
This is why you practice these pressure moments with the free throws.
She hit them both. 2-point game. Gonzaga basketball. And a timeout called Lisa Fortier. She's going to draw it up.
I got to say, Greg, I'm going to Lauren Whitaker.
The question I have, you want Whitaker shooting a 3 or do you want her on the post? You want to go for the win right now? Do you want to go for the win right now, or do you play for overtime?
I think you got to go for a 2. I'm going for the 2, Greg.
Wow.
I am.
So conservative. I'm going for the W right now.
Right, okay.
I'm drawing up. I want a good look at a 3 and win it.
Hey, you know what, though? If any of them get a good open 3, I don't think it needs to be a rushed or, a semi-forced 3. If it's wide open, absolutely, you've got shooters, but I think you got to go to Whitaker inside. Let her go to work.
I tell you that the anger is only growing right now over on that Arizona State bench. You can see the assistant coach, like they're fuming. Like they're wanting a fist fight, I
Hey,
think.
something else though, Arizona State's got 4 fouls, so they cannot foul Gonzaga, otherwise they're going to put up to the line for 2. So I think you've got to get some, maybe even some action, go into the rim, see if you can pick up a foul.
Zags have a timeout. Arizona State with no timeouts. Oh my. Allie Turner tasked with getting the ball in. Whitaker standing at the elbow. Taylor Smith out there, Betancourt. Tarrant Gardner. Here we go. 7.2 to go. Gonzaga trailing by 2. The catch. Backdoor cut. Smith blocked from behind. What a play by Kaihara. Gonzaga still with time. 2.6 to go. According to the stats, Gonzaga does have a timeout.
Up on.
So Turner will be inbounding the basketball. Here we go. Whitaker trying to get in position. Got the ball. Back to Allie for the win. Center cut but long. And the Zags fight back, but Arizona State survives on the road. And they win it 68-66 and remain unbeaten at 13-0.
What a gutsy win. I mean, incredible road trip for the Sun Devils. Getting the win at Oregon State and then here at Gonzaga, continuing their perfect record on the season.
Allie Turner had a great look. I would have put money on that shot was going in. And it was center cup. Just long. Back iron. Oh, my, what a game tonight at the McCarthy Athletic Center. If you weren't here for the broadcast or not in person, you missed a dandy. And your Gonzaga Hoops play of the game brought to you by MultiCare Health System. Whether you're at home or in the kennel, MultiCare's team of doctors, nurses, and specialists partner with you all season long. And we go with that block by Isa Kaihara. Really saved the game. Smith was point blank, would have tied it.
She really was. Great recovery back. Just a drop off as that pass was being made. Because Taylor had a wide look there, but she closed that gap real quick.
Kaihara's lucky that she wasn't called for the foul. Time to announce tonight's player of the game, presented by A to Z Rental. No job is too big or too small with 8 convenient locations. We rent everything. Let A to Z Rental be your most valuable player. And we go with Lauren Whitaker tonight. 24 points, 8 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 5 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists in 32 minutes of action. I tell you what, that was entertaining.
That was a great battle.
Glad I was here for that one.
Great battle by two good teams and 2 great coaches, 2 of the top best winning active coaches in Division I.
What a crazy, crazy finish. Arizona State survives. The Zags did what they could tonight. But in the end, it was those 26 turnovers that led them in to defeat. And they did Arizona State, those 26 turnovers into 26 points. And that was the difference in a 2-point loss for Gonzaga. 68-66 our final. And Arizona State remains unbeaten at 13-0. Gonzaga slips to 6-5. Ladies and gentlemen, what a night it was at the McCarthy Athletic Center. Sun Devils win it 68-66. For Stephanie Hawk Freeman and the rest of our crew, I'm Greg Heister. Good night from the McCarthy Athletic Center. Whoa, what a game it was. The Zags lose by a bucket.